I'm Darren Davies. I'm the Head of Quality and Compliance and a CQC registered manager for Midlands Air Ambulance Charity. Midlands Air Ambulance Charity is an enhanced care provider based around the Midlands, where we provide enhanced care via our helicopter-led air ambulance service. So we use a number of the modules. We use the event reporting for our various types of events, such as the traditional incidents, concerns, complaints, compliments. We've also got some bespoke events that we've designed with Radar Healthcare for things like innovations, defect reporting, our aftercare service, and then some future ones that we're planning on running as well. They're the event reporting. We use the workforce compliance module, which essentially is where we record and monitor all of the training requirements of our clinical team to ensure their competence levels and that we can prove that. We use the documents module, so we upload all of our clinical documents, our clinical guidelines, our aid memoirs to support delivery of patient care, of which are downloadable and can be used at the point of patient care. We use the audit functionality, so we use that for a variety of purposes, but essentially one of the main ones that the clinical team will use are for pre-shift checks. We'll do quality checks every month, and that's essentially about making sure that all of the equipment that we use to deliver care is serviced, it's in date, and it's good to go at the start of a shift. Then summarising all of that, really, the main element is the report building and analytics, so that gives us the reports and our assurance for all of those things that I've just mentioned. The reason we elected for Radar Healthcare was that there's two main elements that we can achieve from that. The first one being the gathering of data and collating data, enabling us to build reports and build assurance. But also it gives prompts for ensuring that where actions are required, that they're undertaken. To give an example of that, we use it for our event reporting or incident reporting. So an incident is reported and then Radar Healthcare almost allocates ownership and accountability for seeing the completion of that incident report through to the end. And then ultimately all of the elements that we use can build reports, assurance, gather all of the data that's being input into tangible information that we can use to drive forward quality and safety for patients. So this has been a journey, and it's not until we've progressed with Radar Healthcare that we've really identified the benefits and actually its potential. And when we initially purchased Radar Healthcare, we used the basic functions. For example, the incidents report, recording and reporting on concerns and complaints. But with the support of the support team, we realised that the greater benefits were that there could be more events that would help us to drive forward quality and safety. And to give an example of that, one of our biggest successes was we designed with the support team an event for innovations. And essentially what that means is a member of staff quite easily can log into Radar Healthcare, select events, and submit an innovation idea. Could be a very simple idea, could be a very complex idea. But the main thing really is it's recorded. Radar Healthcare then helps us to make decisions around that idea. Not all ideas get accepted, but some do. But we could make sure that that was never lost. The way that you get good ideas to deliver quality and safety to patients is to listen to the people that are doing the job. So at the moment we've had in excess of about 120 innovation ideas. So visionary, it's more about understanding the opportunities and the benefits and thinking a little bit outside of the box of the power of what Radar Healthcare can do. I've got more examples, but innovation is just the one. I don't think I knew what the frustrations were until I experienced them myself. Previously, we had different ways in which we collected data and collected information. and some of those, while secure, were essentially spreadsheets that involved quite a lot of manual input and then manual output to get the data out from it. Radar Healthcare has helped us make that more efficient and collated all of those spreadsheets that we've had and make it a little more user-friendly, that anybody can input the data depending on what it is. And to give an example for that is our aftercare referrals. So where our aftercare team, patient experience team, are contacting patients or their loved ones to gather information on their experience. That's really valuable to us. Previously, that used to be a manual process of collecting that information, and now it's more automated. The benefit to that is it enables us to pull all of that information back out again and really do something with that. So if there's themes, if there's learning that we can take from it, Radar Healthcare helps us to do that quite efficiently and effectively. Recently, the most benefit we've seen to our reporting function from Radar Healthcare was providing evidence for the CQC. We had 2 inspections, both of those were rated as outstanding. And there was a contribution of the data that came from Radar Healthcare to evidence all of those points that we were raising with them. Efficiency, analytics and report building and gathering all of that data easily. Efficiency is the main benefit I found. The most recent success that we're all immensely proud of is achieving an outstanding rating by the CQC at 2 of our locations, so 2 independent inspections. And Radar Healthcare gave us a considerable amount of information following the requests, both during the inspection and afterwards. Some examples would be confirming and providing evidence of our training requirements and our completion, and we could provide compliance data quite easily by a click of a couple of buttons in relation to our incident reporting, near-miss reporting, and also our positive incident reporting. And the audit function was able to provide assurance of daily checks, quality assessments. So all of the elements or a number of the elements they look for regulated activities, Radar Healthcare helped us to provide that evidence easily, comprehensively and succinctly. The other element of particular note is we recently achieved Investors in People Gold, and the innovation process was definitely contributed to that and mentioned by the assessors of the Investors in People, and it was a commonly spoke about positive contribution that staff felt they could make towards improving the quality of the service. So those 2 things are the things that we're arguably most proud of very recently. The feedback that we achieve through Radar Healthcare comes in a number of forms. The most pertinent one is the one through our aftercare team. So we have a couple of ways of getting feedback from patients or even their loved ones, and one of those being through a survey. But what we found is that's not really very personal. So our aftercare team contact patients and their loved ones where appropriate and gain a more personable method of trying to find out their experience, positive or negative, or what we could do to improve. And it's difficult to know how to capture that. And again, previously that would be through recording on a spreadsheet. Now we utilise prompts within Radar Healthcare to help our aftercare team prompt the questions or the options for answers, and we're able to collect that information. So we can ask about whether they thought our staff were caring, the quality of care they were getting, whether we communicated with them, whether we gained consent. So it's an alternative way of capturing information, but in a really personal way, not just a systematic, please complete a survey.